Hey guys, John here, and welcome to a very short video on this guy, the ByronStatics portable CD player. So this could also be called a Discman, CD Walkman type device, although it obviously is not even remotely made by Sony. However, if you're on the market for a brand new CD player portable, this might be one of the better options out there. So let's dive in. So this starts at around $15 to $20. So what do you get for that price? So in this colorway, you get this gorgeous transparent case, which also shows the CD within, the batteries, pretty much everything. And I personally think this is super cool. The only downside is that the button labels are extremely hard to read, so you're gonna have to develop muscle memory for the placement, as these are very unintuitive in terms of layout. You'll also find a round, very small LCD that does at least display all the pertinent info, that being track number and the amount of time that's elapsed within said track. Because it isn't backlit, the screen can be a little hard to read sometimes, but it should be fine as long as you have that muscle memory. You can also see the ESP label here to indicate the shock protection being loaded, and once it's solid, that means it's in effect. And you also can change the mode so it can repeat all, and also do the intro, so that's the first few seconds of every track, and of course shuffle. So that's actually a really cool feature to have. It also has a programmable mode, which is nice if you're into that. Personally, I'm not, but you know, that's cool and all. And around the perimeter of the device, you'll also find a DC-in jack. USB DC-in cable is included. Next, you'll find a headphone jack. You won't find any Bluetooth or line out, but that's okay. This is about $15 less used, so it's not really that big a deal. You'll also find a nice little volume wheel, works well enough. And of course the eject button, which isn't the most reassuring in terms of the eject mechanism. It is a little flimsy. Overall, you definitely can kind of mess with the lid. You'd see like it's not super securely latched there, but it's also not gonna flop open most likely. And this thing's biggest virtue is when you start it up. It's powered by two AA's on the back here, and those AA's, or the DC-in, will power it and show you the gorgeous spinning CD here. It is so cool to see it just spinning around like this. It definitely makes this feel a little bit more premium than it actually is, just because of that cool factor. Also important is that it has 60 seconds of skip protection. So what that means is that if you're waving it around, walking around, it's not gonna be skipping all the time. You just need to set it down on a surface long enough for the buffer to build up. So overall, what do I think of this device? Well, you might be better off just getting a used Sony Walkman portable or something similar of a similar quality. But those also are getting older and have failing lasers, and you might get one and see that the battery terminal's been corroded. You know, I mean, there's certainly things to consider. And again, I would definitely recommend going for an older thing first. However, if you're on the market for something new or just like this as kind of a fun little side piece, you know, I feel like it could be a fun investment if it's your type of thing. I'm glad to own it. I think it's kind of neat. So with that in mind, I'd like to thank you all for watching this very brief video, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.